What's up, Teen Talk fam? It's your host, Miss KK, here with.
Serenity.
Your boy, the Juice.
Your boy B Shaw.
And Deshaun B.
Thank you all for tuning into our show. We have a lot of interesting topics lined up. Before we get started, let's hear some of Miss Nikki's success stories. Deshaun, what successes have you been through this week?
I successfully juggled working two full-time jobs and just making time for myself. I really learned okay, just have a clear balance of a good schedule and just me knowing exactly what I need to accomplish in my personal life as well. So that's why I would definitely say okay, I was tested, but I passed.
Yeah, that's a really big success, especially the part where you said managing time for yourself, which is a lot of time is missed. But I'll tell you one of my successes this week is that I was able to finish all of my homework for college during the week. So now my weekends are purely for myself and for anything else that I want to do, which is very hard, especially in these times of online assignments popping up every single day. So I'm very happy about that. What about you, Serenity? What successes do you have for us today?
So recently, I have a communications two class, right? And we have to do a lot of I'm not gonna lie, we have to do a lot of writing for discussion posts and everything like that, or just the papers that she has going out. And I got 75% on one of my assignments. It's 100% because it's 75 points out of it. But
Yeah.
she commented on it, she was like, "You're really the conversation is really good. You did really well." And she was like, "You're one of the top ones in the class." And I said, "Thank
Yeah.
you," because that means a lot because I be struggling to write it.
Well, that's good to hear. What about you, Brandon?
I actually reached out and I scheduled my first Teen Talk interview a couple weeks ago. So yeah, I'm really excited. I just gotta prepare now, and it's gonna go really good.
Well, that's amazing. So, congratulations on all your successes. Remember to celebrate even your small successes every day and throughout the week. All right, it's time to get the teens talking. Anytime during our show you have a question or comment, DM us on Instagram at Teen Talk Vegas 881. So we all know that social media is starting to become a second nature to human beings, although it is a new concept and form of technology. A recent Netflix documentary explores the side effects of social media and the craze that has plagued modern society since its inception. This documentary raised much concern and an abundance of questions. So I want to ask Serenity, when you first caught wind of the documentary, The Social Dilemma, what did you think of it?
When I first seen it pop up, I thought it was gonna be talking about how they all try to say like how everything's becoming technical and stuff like that, and how social media is changing, which it basically was, but it was explaining more in detail on why social media was so addictive, it was explained it to us they created it that way. It wasn't us. They try to make it seem like Gen Z is so addicted to their phones and stuff like that. But in reality, y'all made us this way. So
That's actually a really good point, because I'm gonna be honest, I was one of those people who thought the same thing, that this documentary was just going to be something that frowned upon my generation specifically, because we are the first generation to kind of grow up with social media, I think since middle school, they said. And then this next so then this next generation is actually going to be the first to grow up with it in elementary school, which is a little scary. But I completely agree. I thought it was just going to be them talking bad about us, but actually it was them kind of regretting what they did, and that was the surprising part, and that was the most scariest part about it. But I want to share this quote with you guys from the documentary. So Edward Tifday said, "There are only two industries that call their customers users: illegal drugs and software." Deshaun, what do you think about that statement?
I really don't like the statement of just them calling us users, because I feel like we much more than just users when it comes to social media. I feel like we are the people, we are the voice, we are the ones that make this platform work. So for you to call us users, it's almost like you're belittling what we actually can accomplish on this platform. I believe that the people have the power to destroy any platform, and no platform is too big to get taken down.
Facts.
I feel that. I will say users does have a negative connotation, but in essence, to do the change that you're talking about, we have to use the platform, whether we kind of like it or not. And I would say when I read this, it really did put things in perspective of like, well, technically, yes, as consumers, we do have all the power to keep this industry going. But is that a good thing or is that a bad thing without moderation, like some drugs?
Well, if you think about it though, like that, why do you think why do you think every time when an app starts to slow down or die down, they either update it or they come out with a part 2? If you really notice, like when Instagram, was having them bugs, or like we're really not feeling Instagram at the moment, what did Instagram do? They updated to create stories. Well, so now we want to post stories.
Yeah.
Now we want to DM folks. Now we want to, it's like now we have Instagram TV. They're always upgrading for like Instagram got it all.
They do. And honestly, that's my platform.
And then people be like, oh, talk about Facebook. Facebook owns Instagram, honey.
Yeah.
Come on now.
What about you, Deshaun? I see you have something to say.
Yes, I want to chime back in when you was talking about us being users of the platform. I feel like it's almost like our perspective is almost like when you have an employee and the employer chooses to call you an employee or internal partner. They changed the name to make you feel more valued.
Right.
Change the name of us being users, we would feel more appreciated, and maybe more people use it. But when you call us users, it's like, nah, that don't sound too attractive. I don't think I want to
at all. What about Brandon, I wanted to ask you, so to add more fuel to the fire, it turns out the reasons why social media platforms use a swipe up function is to mimic the function of slot machines. In your opinion, does this technique work? Why or why not?
That's crazy. I did not know that, but I mean, I feel like a majority of people who are on social media, especially ones where you swipe up like Snapchat or Instagram, are under 21, so they haven't really had the experience of a slot machine. So I don't know if that's 100% like if it works, but that's crazy that they did that.
Yeah. What about you, Juice? Have you ever felt like it's just easier to swipe up and down or left to right? Like, did it matter to you, or is it just something that you normally just know how to do?
I definitely think that it's very easy for like once again like for children around the world that like are younger. I think it will be more easier for them to like just swipe up and look in and stuff. But other than that, that's my thought.
All right. Well, Deshaun, how long do you think you could stay away from your phone? And this is in a world where your phone does not connect you to work and it does not connect you to your family. So this is purely for social media. How long do you think you could stay without it?
I personally feel like I'm one of the people who already been tampered with, that I feel like I wouldn't be able to last longer than probably 30 minutes to an hour, because I'm so used on my phone. It's become a habit. I wake up, I'm on my phone. I go to sleep, I'm on my phone. It's just like, I don't know how to have my day productively without being on my phone. So like,
I appreciate your honesty. Actually, I can say that I have gone from using my social media. I think I could last a good 2 days, just because I have already worked it on my iPhone to where I can't see my social media icons unless I go searching for it. So that's number one. So I'm kind of weaning myself off of it. What about you, Serenity? How long do you think you could last?
To be honest, I can last longer than Deshaun, and I got proof. So like when I was in high school, my social media was deleted. So imagine your junior and senior year, like no social media, And
but do you think you could do it? Do you think you could do it now?
Yeah, I barely be on it now. I mean, as long as like I'm still like being active and having fun in person, then it'll get my mind off of it. So I won't be like, trying to check my phone. And I definitely think I can put my phone away for probably I'll give myself a week. A week.
A week. Okay. That's impressive.
4 days. 4 days. Minimum,
right.
but a week max.
All right. Well, in the documentary, specialists said that people are losing their ability to cope and adapt to uncomfortable situations because social media puts them in a bubble. So it's almost like social media is becoming our own personal pacifiers. Brandon, would you say that social media allows people an easy escape from dealing with important issues?
Definitely. I feel like people can use it as an outlet to avoid other things that they're dealing with, whether it's homework or even more important problems that they're going through throughout their life. They can just go on Instagram or go on Snapchat and check in on that instead. So, yes.
All right. Well, Juice, if you had the ability to change social media, what features would you keep and what features would you delete?
That is a good question. I would probably say I would definitely keep. I don't know.
No, I'll let you simmer on that question a little bit. Deshaun, I'm gonna pass it off to you. And for those who are listening and watching, features like likes, share, message, reactions, and advertisements. What would you keep and what would you delete?
I would take away views and likes, and I will also take away the ability to erase your DMs. I don't like the fact that anybody can go back and retrieve something they said in the past. Like, don't act like I've been talking to myself for one. That's what I hate the most, and I hate that people feel like they have to. They don't feel important unless they have a certain amount of views or likes.
Yeah.
We take that away and we just live our life like we're just living it for us. Then I feel like people will be able to be their natural self because they know that they're not being watched.
Okay. What about you, Juice? Have you gotten it?
I did got it. I would probably say I would definitely get rid of comments because I just pretty much would get rid of comments because there might be people talking trash and stuff like that. So I would also get rid of comments. I will also definitely keep like subscribe and likes because that just show how people love the person that you're watching on your YouTube channel or something like that. It just shows love and support to that person. So that's
right. What about you, Brandon?
All right, I would take it away. I would take away the feature where like you can see a message, right? But it looks like you didn't see it. Because some people be out here thinking they
the read receipts?
Yeah, it's like they be not reading it, but like I know you saw my message, bro. Don't even act like, oh, you too famous or whatever. It just makes me feel bad. It's annoying.
So I feel all of that though, because I'll get messages from my Instagram saying this message is took away from the sender, and I can't see who actually took it away, and it frustrates me all the time. But
see, I be knowing who be taking away their message.
I really don't, because I don't use it like that. But
I do because you be looking and be like, when someone sends you a message and you be like, nah, I'm cool, right? And then next thing you know, like it says delete message, and then if you go back in, it's like the ones that I was just sitting there because I didn't read it. Yeah, you always
Snapchat be snitching too. Like if you screenshot, if you delete a message,
yeah,
they let everybody
do.
Serenity. So, in your eyes, where do you see social media in the next 2 years? And to add on to that, do you think that humans will be able to adapt to the mental struggle of using social media?
To be honest, I see social media in 2 years progressing, not only for the benefits of us.
Okay,
I think she froze. Yeah, I was like, Deshaun, go ahead and take that over. Do you think social media will progress positively in the next 2 years or in a negative way?
I definitely feel like social media will progress more in the negative aspect of things because I feel like social media is almost like our matrix. When you're not on your phone, it's like you're not a part of it. But the minute you get on your phone, you feel like you're connected. It makes you feel like your voice matters. So I feel like as long as people have that my voice matters thing on social media, they're going to keep going back and they're going to keep commenting and liking. So that's why I feel like it goes back to them taking away certain features and items so people can stop with these bad habits.
Yeah.
I agree with all of that. And just know, you guys, that when you are using your social media, people are paying for your clicks, they are paying for your likes, they're paying for everything that you are watching. And behind the screen, there is someone who probably is acting and looks just like you. So shout out to The Social Dilemma on Netflix. It was an amazing watch. And thank you all for tuning into this Teen Talk discussion. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Teen Talk Vegas 881, and also check us out at teentalkvegas.com. If you enjoyed this discussion, continue listening for more interesting topics up next.